right before Geometry Dash 2.2 got released, there has been actually a major update to the so-called privacy policy and also the terms of service, which are basically things that you have to agree on in order to play the game. Now, these things usually contain things like what you are allowed to do and what you are not allowed to do within the game, and that, it is your responsibility if you upload a level with, bad stuff on it and stuff like that. Like basically all of the rules that you have to stick by if you want to play this game. And something interesting that was in there was that if we go on to the terms of service and then we go down the list to suspension and termination of accounts and service, and this is written all in caps, and the basic summary of this whole paragraph in here is that RobTop has all the rights to terminate any account that has been inactive for 180 days. And another, like, many different things are written in here. For example, if you for example break any of the rules in here, RobTop has the right to suspend, terminate, or modify, or even delete your account. And in here we have, if your account has been inactive for more than 180 days, he has the right to delete it or terminate it or deactivate it or whatever you want to say. And something interesting that has happened recently is regarding the usernames in Geometry Dash. And the very first figure that comes to my mind when talking about the usernames is SD Slayer. Now, SD Slayer is a popular YouTuber, I believe, with like 250,000 subscribers now. And if you search up SD Slayer, you go on here, you will find someone who has this name. However, I don't know if that's even a real person. He may actually be a real person because he has uploaded oh my god, okay, never mind. But yeah, this person has probably not touched Geometry Dash since 2.0 because the last thing he has are user coins. And so as a result, SD Slayer could not take the name, so he said the real SD Slayer, I believe. Yes, that is the real one. That you can find his YouTube channel on the top right corner as well. So it would be kind of cool to, give SD Slayer the name to the official YouTuber that is very recognizable in the Geometry Dash community, which is something that RobTop is gonna do. So people like this one, they basically they're inactive, you can say, for more 180 days for sure. So RobTop has the right to terminate this account or just change the username or do something like that. And RobTop has actually done that with a lot of people recently, like a few hours ago. So recently, Obscure Geometry Dash Facts has tweeted on Twitter that a lot of the moderators have had their names changed in game. This is something that some of you guys may have recognized to happen. So here we have a bunch of messages in here. We have the Your Local Goat. So that was his old name, and it was changed to Vessel or whatever that is. But this is probably a name that Your Local Goat has chosen for himself. And also Bertifice, to simplify the name of the moderator, he took Bert. And here we can see on the right side, this was the inactive account. So the account Vessel was probably inactive for more than 180 days. The same example with SD Slayer. And as a result, RobTop changed the name to Vessel A123 and gave the name Vessel to Your Local Goat. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then we have X Leah changed to Leah, and the real Leah was Leah A123. Okay, so basically the A123 or 1234, like these numbers, is something that RobTop has been using. And a lot of different things. You can see that if you take a look on the list on the left side, you can see that the names that are kind of on the right side here after the arrow are much more simple than these weird things on the left side, right? And I think that is an awesome change. Seeing this happen with the moderators, I think, is a very good sign for the future of usernames, because this is something that has been requested to RobTop for a very long time. And I personally have a lot of issues memorizing names, especially if names are like Hypno74. If it's just Hypno, that's just much more, it just feels better, right? So I believe this is something that RobTop has been testing with the moderators first, and then perhaps we will get to the more known Geometry Dash influencers like SD Slayer. And myself, I don't have an issue with that because my name is already taken ex creator goal on Geometry Dash. However, if any of you guys like high ranked people in the GD community do you feel like your name has been taken by somebody who doesn't even use that account, you can, hope for the best because, for example, RobTop may upload a new website where you can submit your name being changed and then RobTop will take a look at it and, decide whether he's going to change it or not. Another example I have, which is actually related to myself in here, why creator goal. I would love to claim this account. It has been claimed by somebody else. This is a fake account. That is not my account. And yeah, I personally would like to have access to this account myself as opposed to somebody else. But this guy has been inactive for 9 months, which is more than 180 days. So he can get his account yoinked out of here. So yeah, I hope I'm gonna get that. Let's see. Is the creator goal taken? I hope not. Please don't be taken. I mean, if it's not, oh my god. Wait, somebody is actually called Z creator goal as a green. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, nobody take that name though. If you guys are watching, I know you guys don't take the name, or else I'm gonna, yeah, no, don't do it. But yeah, with this thing, a new question is gonna arise, which is what is gonna happen with people that have been inactive for a very long time. However, they are still like legend members of the community. Like for example, we have Michigan, which unfortunately has passed away, I believe, in 2021, and his name is on here, and he has been, of course, his account has been inactive for more than 180 days, meaning that RobTop does have the rights to remove it. However, I cannot even imagine him doing that because we all know this guy is a legend of the community. So names like this, of course, we don't have to worry about. Things are in the hands of RobTop, so we can trust him pretty much. And any other like very popular Geometry Dash influencer that has existed in the community and now no longer does work on that account, don't be afraid for them. Let me just put it that way. And another thing I want to say is that this is an awesome change made by RobTop. I don't think in any other game you've seen any similar changes like this one, where RobTop had to basically change the account name of somebody and then, give it to somebody else. This is something that you will never see in any other game. And it's honestly awesome seeing that the game developer of Geometry Dash is, working out these things. He added the terms of service, which is basically the rules of the game that you have to be active in order to maintain your account name. If you, decided to just take a very simple name that can be taken back by somebody who has a higher rank or who is more of an influencer in the GD community or just plays the game more often, I think it's much better to give the account to that person as opposed to just leaving the account inactive there. And there are a lot of different names in here that have been taken by some random accounts that just don't exist, like the Y creator goal that I showed you, or for example we have SD Slayer as well, and many others. So things like this, seeing that RobTop is actually working on that, it's honestly awesome. You'll never see anything like that in any different game. And indeed, it seems like RobTop has prepared for this since the prior 2.2. So yeah, that's awesome. I would like to see or to hear or to actually read in the comment section what you guys think about this topic. RobTop changing the names to give it to the more known people or more active people in the Geometry Dash community. I personally think it's awesome. The bro RobTop is like probably one of the best game developers that I have ever heard of even. He follows so many of the community suggestions, bro, and I would hate for him to leave this game or to have less influence than he already has. So yeah, that is it actually. I'm gonna head out now. Don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe, and also comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.